submissions, Professor Herman the Titan Terrado. Fighting in the red corner, Magana.
All right, here we go. Big match tonight.
I'm fired up about this one. Here we go.
Regular jiu-jitsu match, no strikes here, but we're definitely going to see a lot of aggression, whether it's on the feet or the ground. Good, strong inside position by both athletes here. Got Oscar Magana in the level black kit, the black top, white shorts, and Herman the Titan Terrado in all black.
Terrado just built like a tank, isn't he?
Absolutely. But look at Oscar's laser focus. I mean, have you ever seen someone so intense? The way he's staring Terrado down with those eyes. Laser focused.
Yeah, and you know, I can see through that Oscar using a lot more tension in his gripping and his approach here. I feel like Herman is a big power. He's a big, powerful athlete, but he also kind of has like a loose touch.
A little
to
looser,
him.
yes, absolutely. Oscar with an arm drag attempt here. Oscar keeps coming in really heavy with that left-hand collar tie. And definitely both these gentlemen looking for some upper body attacks. We've seen 2 arm drag attempts now. We've seen a lot of heavy collar ties. So it looks like we're going to be looking at some upper body wrestling. Usually you can tell pretty quickly if people are looking for upper or lower body wrestling based on the way they're standing. When we get 2 guys that lock up like this and they're standing pretty straightforward and they're really attacking a lot of collar ties, we're going to see a lot of arm drags, we're going to see a lot of throw bys, we're going to see a lot of shucks, maybe some underhooks, some whizzers. But when we see them get nice and low and start tapping those legs and start moving in and out a little more classic wrestler style, that's when we can really expect a lot of those little singles, those snatch singles, things like that. High crotches.
We're 2 minutes into this one. Have not hit the ground yet. Oscar, oh, look at that.
Double collar tie
Oscar gave
snap.
a little shove on the face, and when Terrado came back in, double collar tie, and you just saw the power off of this athlete. And Oscar getting handsy on the face here. Arm drag attempt. And Herman with a little level change. Now he's heavy on that head again.
You know, one thing about the stage, too, I was talking to Megan Penning earlier about this. I caught her after her first match, and she's obviously a MMA veteran. Coming in on a stage like this without a cage, is it changes the wrestling a lot. It changes so much about the way that you can sprawl. It changes a lot about the way you can circle. And as I say that, big blast double right there on the edge of the mat.
And
Talk about no time to sprawl.
Herman getting airborne. He's trying to get busy.
Big hip switch passing. Reminiscent to the last match we had, this butterfly, you know, with this butterfly passing, if you stay seated on your knees like that, again, it gives you access to things like body locks, but there also is some danger in it. You can get your legs exposed, people can get underneath you, guillotines come into play, but we see, you know, Herman looking very, very comfortable here with his head down, looking towards a body lock.
And he does lock his hands, and he chooses to let it go, but he had his fingers gripped with an S just for a split second there. Decides to go to his feet, try to kick that hook free. Changes level, goes to switch the hips. We did more of a jump over the hook than a switch of the hips. That's
where we can get in trouble with good guard players, because if we do try to jump, they can stay sticky and they can keep attached to you, which means you can't get up and over the legs. So they need a little bit more of a switch there.
Herman got to be really careful right here. You can see he's thinking about trying to jump over that hook. If he does, he's going to walk right into a leg lock attempt.
Yeah, Herman's smartly kind of walking his legs back, trying to keep his hips down. He did do a little bit of a jump there.
Again.
A little bit of a jump, not too much exposure, but I think smart work there by Oscar to stay a little patient, wait for that jump, wait for bigger entries.
He's got inside position with both butterfly hooks. Terrado tries to roll through on a Kimura, and quickly, wisely, I think, Magana back to the feet. And they both made an appeal to the referee. I didn't exactly see what was going on. Terrado starting to get physical.
Big snap there from Terrado. Gave him access to the legs for a second. It wasn't enough to get in. But again, we're seeing upper body wrestlers. I want to highlight that. As these guys are exchanging wrestling positions, it's almost always off of the head snap, and it's almost always to the upper body. Big push, though, there by Herman. Not quite our traditional wrestling setup, but certainly can work.
Getting heavy on the head there, a double hand shove.
See, our referee is going to protect us over here at the commentary table.
Thank God. I'm really counting on him, to be honest with you.
You know, that was the first time that we saw Herman. Whoa! Another blast double. Big kickover, but again, not quite a switch, and so Oscar very smartly able to stay attached. Those 2 butterfly hooks he has stay very sticky. So what that means is Herman jumps, he follows him, he stays stuck to him. Oftentimes, whoa! And as I talk about sticky hooks, Herman jumps right through them.
Look at this!
Wow!
Just caught him pushing that hook just a little bit. Herman with the biggest movement of the fight as far as positioning goes.
That's right, and uses Oscar's own momentum with that hook to push the leg by, jump around to the back, and now he has 1 hook in. He looks to be in on the neck here. He is looking for the finish. He's got 2 hooks in. He is on the neck.
Oh, and time runs out.
We were just a couple seconds away from potentially seeing a submission there. The time expires. The fully locked rear naked choke looked like from our view.
We're gonna hear a big pop from the crowd right here.
All right, guys.